Dan Campbell on the end of game decision. And just so you understand, guys, obviously, Thanksgiving, Friday, like everybody's off. We haven't had a chance to really get into it. Michigan played the best game I've seen them play in 20 years. They're a legit national title contender. We couldn't talk about the Lions yesterday. But this is, guys, all of you tell me I need to like this guy, and yet he keeps doing stupid stuff. Even after a 3-game win streak where we felt like, wow, he's not effing it up. They're playing hard. He's taking field goals. We're good. Thanksgiving Day, as Rico put it, that was America's introduction to the Lions and kneecaps guy. And the first half screwed it up, didn't know the rules, left the Bills the time to go and steal 3. And then, end of game. Listen to what he just said there. Oh, it crossed my mind to run the ball. Well, I'm glad it crossed your mind. Might want to circle back to that thought. Because what you chose to do, you never analyzed the outcome of if it didn't work. You were settling for a 51-yarder. Run the ball. You've invested 3 first-round picks in your offensive line. 3. You got a great short yardage hammer in Jamal Williams. Run it, get the first down, and then all kinds of thoughts can cross your mind. I can't take this guy. I can't do it. And I try. I want to like him. But I cannot continue to revisit these moments. They had the Bills beat.
Yep.
Had them beat.
They did. But the problem is?
Him.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, all I could hear was John L. Smith at halftime of the Ohio State game. The players are out here playing their butts off, and the coaches are screwing it up.
And again, I don't want to get hung up in semantics. If you want to run a jet, run it. You want to hand it off to Jamal Williams, you want to go spread, you want a QB sneak, you do whatever you want. You know what the call isn't? Taking a deep shot down the sideline, where, by the way, the sideline's the other defender.
Yep.
And I don't want to hear about, well, that's Goff's fault. No, the fault is it went through your headset and it was even allowable. Period. If you wanted to throw the ball there, then you go heavy play action, something safe. Something that is a 80-85% completion rate at the NFL level. Okay?
Yeah, because here's my thing, and I think I told you this yesterday, is I didn't have a problem with the throw or with the decision to throw. It was just that play. They've run that play a few times and failed every time. So if you can't connect on it, choose another play. If you're going to pass the ball, like you said, play fake, roll them out, something, but not do the same play you've done already 3 other times and failed on.
It's low percentage. Oh, he's got a mid-crosser, and well, great. But yet, Goff felt the right read was that. How about we take this out of this? We don't have a quarterback we want to trust in big moments, and why don't we just do the right thing? You were averaging 4 yards a carry on the day. Go out, run your best play. No one's telling you to come out and goal line. You don't want to sneak it? Run it. You don't want to run it? Run a jet. You don't want to do that? Play. Anything was better than what they did. That was an egregious call on 3rd and 1 with 26 seconds to go. It's egregious. Because you have the... What?
Sorry, I thought you were done. America scored.
Oh, great. Bums. Let's go to Ed in Ann Arbor. 97.1. What's up, Eddie?
Man, you guys are almost impossible to listen to, man. The house is always on fire with you guys. The guy had 3 good games where he made good calls because he felt he didn't feel over his head. Now he's playing a team that absolutely is the favorite for the Super Bowl, and he went for the kill shot. We wouldn't even be talking about this if he had made the kill shot.
Yeah, but it didn't.
The truth is, if he'd have gave the ball back to him with 20 seconds left to go, that team is good enough to go down the field on the lines and score.
Which is why you don't give it back at all.
Well, the reality is this, Michael, that we're a year and a half into a rebuild that everybody agreed was going to take 3 years to turn the personnel over.
So what does that have to do with bad decisions that cost you games, Eddie?
Look, Mike. He's learning on the job.
Oh, too bad.
As a football aficionado, listen to this.
No, hold on, Eddie, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Since when is it acceptable to learn how to be an NFL head coach when you are one of the 32 NFL head coaches. That's unacceptable,
Dude,
Eddie.
That's why they're always looking for another 10 or 12. Everybody hires somebody else every year because it's a merry-go-round.
But that's because they don't get the job done. Eddie, you can't tell me you're okay with a man learning the job when he has one of the rarest jobs in the world. And I don't care if, Ed, obviously, I have no idea what you do for a living or whatever.
Michael,
it's not acceptable.
Let me explain it to you. Please let me explain it to you.
Oh, please.
All a head football coach is a CEO and a philosophy. That's all he is, okay? And he hires guys to implement that. And either he can get involved or he cannot get involved. This guy wants to get involved. Now, as somebody who's been watching football for well over 55 years, coaches do not win games. That's not my experience. Players win games. And great coaches are only made by great players. We got no great players, dude. We're getting
Oh, really? Really? You got
Right.
a Pro Bowl left tackle. You got the best right tackle in football. You got an all-pro center. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's an effing star.
Right, and we got somebody's cast off who ran the wrong route when we should have scored.
Ed, none of this goes back to my original point. You're letting this guy off the hook for terrible decisions. I mean,
am not.
yes, you are.
Mike,
I've
the
watched
reason
football
I'm
for
not is this,
55
Michael.
years. Ed, in your 55 years of watching football, have you ever seen a guy in the first year and a half of his tenure make more egregious late half and late game decisions than this guy?
Absolutely.
Who?
Barry Switzer. And he won
Barry Switzer?
And he won a Super Bowl with Jimmy Johnson's team.
So tell me when I get to
the thing,
start
Mike.
grading. Tell me. Tell me.
Mike, please listen to me.
I have.
The
You're
most
still on the line.
The most important thing that a coach can do is lead men. And
good.
that is the most important thing that Dan Campbell has. He's a leader of men. The guys love him. They run through a brick wall for him. The rest can be learned. Give the guy time, man.
No. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're old enough to be my great-grandpa. I don't have to let me ask somebody out there. We got any postal workers working? Do you just happen to learn on the job? Hey, I got some mail for you. Woo!
Did you get the right address?
Hey, question.
I'm learning.
Question. Anybody driving to see a relative in the hospital right now? Do nurses and doctors just get to, let's learn on the job. What's this needle do?
Wait, one of these prescriptions will help you, one will kill you. Let's figure it out.
Up next, on-the-job training for brain surgeons. Except if it's your Nona under the knife. Ed, I got nothing for you. We don't come from the same planet. It's not acceptable to be like, he's learning on the job. We'll get back to you in a year.
On the job electricians.
Yeah. Hey, my house burnt down. What did you do? Well, that was the first time I ran wires. Sorry.
See, what I was trying to do is do a 2-for-1 for houses.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I took
thought I
a
could
shot.
do the upstairs and downstairs on one shot.
Oh, you mean I needed electrical tape for that? Oh. Junction box? What's that? Like, Ed, do you understand how stupid? And I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying you have a stupid opinion. That's different than calling you stupid. It's a stupid opinion to come on the air and lecture me, of all people, about how you have watched football for 55 years, and yet you and your 55 years of experience can't figure out that this guy is a walking disaster with decision-making. But then you tell me, you double down, hit me, you double down and tell me
It's been done before. I mean,
that it's okay to learn on the job.
Yeah. Who had Barry Switzer on the bingo card?
I wish I did.
It's okay, Mike. He's learning on the job. And that's been my biggest gripe against this. You're not allowed to be an NFL head coach. You can be a high school head coach and learn on the job. And I wouldn't recommend that. You can't be a college coach learning on the job. That's called an interim coach, and you're there for a few games. The NFL is the cream of the crop. You cannot come in there not knowing what to do and expect people to sit there and be patient because you're a leader of men. Because you know what? You're also a leader of losses.
Your calls and On the Board are next. I'm going to go collect my emotions.